Hello. We're going to read a book about gardening for some younger kids in the family if they would like to learn about it. This is called My Very First Winnie the Pooh, Pooh's Puzzling Plant. So, snuggle up and we can read the book. This is adapted by Agnes Sumner and illustrated by Josie Yee. One sunny spring day, Pooh and Christopher Robin found Rabbit working hard in the patch of earth where his garden would eventually grow. "Hello, Rabbit," said Pooh. "What are you doing with all that dirt?" "Planting seeds to start my garden," said Rabbit. "What kinds of seeds?" asked Christopher Robin. "Oh, all kinds of seeds," replied Rabbit. "But right now I'm planting pumpkin seeds." Pooh smiled. "Can a bear of very little brain grow a pumpkin too?" A growing pumpkin needs lots of special care, Rabbit explained. You must be organized. First, you have to find a good garden spot. Second, you must dig a nice hole for the seed. Third, you have to cover the seed with dirt and pat it down just so. Then it needs plenty of sunshine and water and time to grow. That does sound like a lot of work, but I will take good care of it, promised Pooh. "Well, all right," said Rabbit, handing Pooh a seed. Guys, do you think Pooh is going to be able to grow a pumpkin?
Yes.
You think so, Johnny?
Yes.
Okay. So Pooh and Christopher Robin went off to find a good garden spot. They found a nice sunny patch near Pooh's house where it would be perfect to plant the pumpkin seed. Christopher Robin dug a hole for the seed. Then Pooh covered the seed with earth, patting it down just so, the way Rabbit had shown them. "I will sit here and watch the pumpkin grow," Pooh told Christopher Robin.
I'm good. Not lying.
Do you think that it's going to grow as fast as Pooh hopes it will?
No.
We'll see. "But Pooh," said Christopher Robin, "the pumpkin won't be ripe until next fall. That's an awful lot of sitting." "My pumpkin needs special care," proclaimed Pooh, "and that's just what I will give it, because I promised Rabbit I would." "Well, a promise is a promise," Christopher Robin remarked. "But if it's going to take that much sitting, I need to get something to eat," said Pooh. "Is that all right, Christopher Robin?" "Of course," answered Christopher Robin. What do you think Pooh is going to get to eat?
Honey.
You think he's going to get honey? Pooh went home and soon returned with all of his honey pots. You were right, it was honey. "I hope this will be enough," he thought. Christopher Robin did say it would take a lot of sitting. Then Pooh sat down and he watched the spot where the seed was planted. He watched and ate. He ate and watched. And while he did, the afternoon turned into evening. But there was still no pumpkin. Finally, Pooh went home to sleep. Early the next morning, Pooh returned to the spot where the seed was planted. Again he sat and waited and ate. After several weeks of the same sort of thing, it was summer. "Hello, Pooh," said Piglet one day. "What a pretty vine you're growing." "Oh, bother," replied Pooh sadly. "What's the matter, Pooh?" asked Piglet. "I wanted a pumpkin," Pooh replied. "Well, it's just beginning, Pooh," said Piglet. "Wait and see. You're taking good care of it. It looks very healthy. Maybe it will surprise you." What's there now? So Pooh went on watching and eating and caring for the vine. As summer wore on, a flower appeared. Pooh was looking at the flower, feeling very puzzled, when Owl flew over. "Good morning, my young friend," said Owl as he landed beside Pooh. What is this you have here?" "I'm not sure," said Pooh. Piglet said it might surprise me, and it has. After carefully examining the flower, Owl declared, "Pooh, this is an impeccable specimen, a fine example of its kind. Do not halt the continuation of your excellent work."
It's a flower, but it can grow like a pumpkin.
You think so?
Yes.
Pooh looked even more puzzled. "My dear Pooh, what is the matter?" Owl asked. "Oh, Owl," answered Pooh sadly, "I thought I planted a pumpkin, not a flower." "I will be happy to inform you what it is you are growing here," said Owl. "You have a vine. You have a flower. A flower grows on a vine before there is a cucumber. If I am not mistaken, I believe that what you are growing is a fine cucumber." "Oh my," Pooh replied. "Do cucumbers taste good with honey?" Do you think Owl is right? Do you think he's growing a cucumber?
No.
No? Pooh looked back at his plant. It had big leaves and the ends of the vine were curly like springs. Pooh studied the flower. It was white and shaped sort of like a horn. "Think, think, think," he said to himself. "Rabbit gave me a pumpkin seed, so why would it grow into a cucumber? I'll keep caring for this plant and see what happens. Like Piglet said, it has surprised me. Maybe it will surprise me some more." I wonder what it's going to be.
The pumpkin.
You think?
Be a pumpkin.
Pooh went back to work, watching the plant and eating his honey. From time to time, the hot summer sun seemed to dry out the ground. When it did, Pooh got his watering can and watered the plant just like Rabbit had told him. Occasionally, the sun made Pooh a bit sleepy and he would take a short nap. And in this way, time passed and summer began to turn into autumn. How do we know that it's autumn in this picture? How do we know that it's fall, the season fall?
Because it's a different tree. It's not green, it's supposed to be green, and it changed.
That's right. The colors on the trees changed to orange in the picture, didn't they? Oh, he's got another friend coming along.
Mom, it's growing, but it's not orange yet.
Not orange yet? The air seemed cooler and the leaves began to change colors. One day, Pooh woke up from a nap and found Eeyore standing over him. "Pooh, forgive me for mentioning it," Eeyore droned, "but I thought you should know there is a ball of green growing on your vine." "A ball of green?" Pooh asked. "Well, look for yourself," replied Eeyore. "So there is," said Pooh sadly. "Did you not want a green ball?" Eeyore asked. "I want a pumpkin, Eeyore," cried Pooh. "Not a vine, a flower, a cucumber, or a green ball."
That's a pumpkin.
You think so?
Yes.
We'll see. "I've gone this far," thought Pooh to himself. "I might as well just keep watching and eating," Pooh added. "But that's all right, I don't mind, especially not the eating part." The green ball grew bigger and bigger. And as he sat by his plant every day and ate pot after pot of honey, Pooh's tummy grew bigger and bigger, too.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that's so silly.
I'm gonna be full.
You think so?
It's a pumpkin now.
Days and weeks passed. One morning, Pooh saw a small part of the ball had turned orange. Every day after that, it became more and more orange. When the air got much cooler and the leaves fell from the trees, and there on Pooh's vine was a huge orange pumpkin. Oh my goodness. He worked so hard, and now it's finally here. Everyone gathered around Pooh and his pumpkin. They looked from Pooh to the pumpkin and from the pumpkin back to Pooh. That pumpkin's a terrific color and it looks just like your tummy, Pooh, laughed Tigger. Oh my, I think you're right, agreed Pooh. Silly old bear, said Christopher Robin. You gave the pumpkin so much care that you grew along with it. Yes, I suppose you might say that honey and pumpkins go very well together, giggled Pooh. Oh my goodness.
Now I'm gonna eat it.
You think?
Yeah.
Well then, said Christopher Robin, how about pumpkin honey pie? I'm sure Kanga would be happy to make this wonderful pumpkin into a yummy pie for us. Super-de-duper delicious, shouted Tigger, bouncing away toward Kanga's house.
It can't be done.
Everyone else thought so too, so off they went, carrying Pooh's extra special pumpkin.
Oh, it could be done there.
The end. That was a good book.
Also, we buy this seed.
So, Johnny, can you remember some things that Pooh did for his pumpkin, Johnny?
So, we buy it. See that white thing? Those are clouds. And see that seed? Like that.
Yeah.
Seed? So that means we buy it.
Anyway, friends, Pooh took good care of his pumpkin. He planted the seed, and he watered the seed and made sure it got lots of sunshine. And he had to be patient and wait a long time. But that's how it is with plants.
Yep.